Why are these Dodgers different than the Dodgers of the last 3 years? Huh? That's a good question. Two things that Shohei needs to do to help the Dodgers get a victory tonight. Time to free Freddie because Freddie is definitely ready. And can Walker Buehler live up to the hype tonight? Boom. All that and more. This is Dodgers Digest. Brad J. Let's get right down to it. Why are these Dodgers, why are they different than the last three teams? What makes this team so different than the last three teams, right? What is it? What makes them different? Well, it's funny that I should ask that because what was it, Game 5 after the Dodgers went up and they beat up on the Padres in Game 5. What happened on that one? What did they say? What was the comment made on that one? Well, after the Dodgers won against San Diego, one asked what makes this Dodger team different than the teams of the last 3 years. This question was asked of Kike Hernandez. And what did Kike say? He said the fact that we don't give an F. And here's the thing about that. Kike even asked in the interview if they were live on TV before he dropped the F-bomb. Should have Kike actually dropped the F-bomb in there? I don't think that was the best idea. I mean, if it was a mistake, if you're going out there and it's just a mistake and you said it and you thought they could edit it out, that's one thing. But Kike went out there and said, are we live? The fact that we don't give an F is the reason why they continue to win, and that's why they're not teams of the last 3 years ago, and they're not teams of the last 3 years ago. They have definitely turned the page on that. There's new players on the team and all that, but Kike chiming in big times after the Padre loss. And the only thing I want to say to Kike is he didn't even show up in Game 2. Double play. He had mistakes. And he's the guy that's supposed to be our guy, Mr. October. Well, Kike needs to step up. I mean, that's great that he's giving quotes like that, but if you don't, let your playing do the talking for you, Kike. That's what I'd like to see. All right? All right, what are the two things that Shohei needs to do to make things a little bit better for him? Because he's obviously not coming through the way he should be coming through, right? But let's just talk about this, okay? I'm going to bring up his stats, and we're going to talk about Shohei's stats in a second. But I want you to hear what Derek Jeter says, what he says about Shohei. And he says this: bunt, steal, whatever it takes to get Shohei Ohtani to the plate with runners in scoring position. This is what Derek Jeter has said, who might be doing the same thing. I mean, this is what he'd be doing if he was managing the Dodgers, is what he was saying. But he's a broadcaster now, so he's in the broadcast trailer. But, I like what he says. They're not just going to intentionally walk Ohtani to pitch to Mookie. It's like pick your poison, Jeter said. So at this point of the season, I would force their hands. I like it. And he's right. That's what he needs to do. Shohei needs to do whatever it takes to disrupt. And if you look at what he has done so far in the playoffs, and I'll just bring up the stats real quick, okay? Take a look at Shohei's stats real quick. Just take a little gander on that. So what has he had so far in the postseason? He's had 27 at-bats. Deuce is wild on his average. He's got 2.22. He's had one home run. He's had 5 RBIs and 0 on the stolen base. His OPS, 677. That is what Shohei has done so far. What stands out to me that is glaring when I take a look at that is the one home run out of 27 at-bats. Think about the tick he was on hitting those home runs when he was breaking the record. He was getting definitely more than one every 27 at-bats. I mean, I got to think the frequency was probably one out about every 8 at-bats was the number on that. So what Shohei needs to do, and you could go back to the quote that Derek Jeter says, you got to get him on base no matter what. He's got to disrupt things. You're going to need him to steal, okay? If someone's in front of him, like the ninth batter is up, whoever that may be, and it's a chance to get him on, and you don't want to hit in a double play, just bump, move runners over. Do what you need to do to get Shohei the at-bats. And what Shohei needs to do is you look at the stats once again, and you need more home runs out of him. and you're going to need some stolen bases. Look, both of those two things he's excelled at during the regular season. It's the postseason now. He's got to step the F up right now with that, okay? He's getting the at-bats, 27 at-bats, 1 home run, no stolen bases. He was thrown out trying to steal a base. I think that was the last game of the game before that. But he needs to step up. It is as simple as that. We need a home run out of him. We need him to get hits. If he's the leadoff guy, he needs to make him pay today as the leadoff guy. Whether that's a home run or set the table for Mookie and set the table for Freeman, that's what he needs to do. All right? And let's talk about that. Freddie Freeman, who has been injured. It's a horrible injury to have. I mean, you look back, he was running sideways over first base, and that's how the whole injury, it should happen. But if you're Freddie, are you ready? You had a day off. He's been on fire. Look, the dude's been hurt. In the last 10 games that he's played in, he's put up numbers. So you got to give Freddie credit, no matter what, injured or not. Now, he's had a day to deal with it. He had a full day off, right? So that helps. Every time you can get a full day and stay off that has been helpful for Freddie Freeman, and that could help him in the play. My only concern is a little colder there, so that could be a problem. But you know what? The best physicians will take care of him, and he'll be in shape. So you don't even have to question that. What's he been doing, though, so far in the postseason? There's the numbers for him right there. No triples yet. You're not going to see a triple out of him with that bum wheel, that's for sure. You see on the double side, there's 4 doubles, 9 singles, always staying consistent. Love seeing the walks, the 5 walks out of him. Not many strikeouts as well. So Freddie Freeman's been playing some good ball. We'd love to see what he's doing. Even though he is injured, it's good to see him doing things. And this is it, because it seems like this gets brought up every single day that Freddie is playing. Is Freddie Freeman going to play? Is Freddie going to be in the lineup? Here it is right now. This is out of the horse's mouth, and so let there be no question about it anymore. As the postseason goes on, Freeman Stats will continue to be a game-time decision. Robert says Freeman will always be in the starting lineup, no matter what, until he's not. But with a day off, you know there's no way he's not in that lineup. But as he lips all over the field, Freeman continues to give the Dodgers everything he can, posting a .273 average in 6 games. I'll tell you what, man, I am very pumped on what he has done and what he has done injured. I mean, Freddie Freeman has gotten some hits. And that's one thing, too. You also have to look at the difference between him and Mookie this year to him and Mookie in years prior. They also have Shohei on the team, so he helps too as well. Take the pressure off them, but they've gotten hits. They're not 1 for 25 collectively like I think they had been in the playoffs. All right, and speaking of playoffs, Walker Buehler is the man. Buehler versus Severino, Game 3. That is going to be in New York, and wow, what do you say about that one? All right, well, let's take a look real quick, and just look at what Buehler has done. Okay, before I even go any further, I know you're looking at the 10.80 and going, Brad J, what is up with that? You can't have a 10.0 ERA. That's inflated. Let's ignore that right there, okay? 5 innings pitched. That's nothing. His career postseason, now that he's starting to get his form back, now that he's starting to get his command back, his career postseason is a 3.40. We like that. And those games, it may be 16 games, and you may see a 3-win, 4-loss record, but those are in big-ass games. Those are in games that count. He is your big-time guy. He needs to live up to his nickname, Butane, and that's what Buehler needs to be, and he needs to be that way tonight. Look at how the regular season shaped up for him. Yes, that's only 1 win, but that ERA came down probably 5 or 6 runs towards the end because he started getting that command back. So look for Walker Buehler to step up in a big way tonight, and I'm predicting the Dodgers get a big win out of this one. Well, that is going to do it for Dodgers Digest. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are growing. Mike Nelson and I continue to put out that product every single day. That's going to do it. Dodger Digest. Always remember, though, my friends, one thing take with you from this show is always think blue.